I think with the intentions of Prop 47, I think the intentions were good, but I think with everything, you always have to go back and reevaluate it. And I think that the state of lawlessness that's going on and just disregard, I think it's having a huge impact. And I think we need to, at least the lawmakers really need to go back and look at, did it work? Is there a better way to doing it? Is there a better way of reform? And giving people an opportunity. And for me, I'm working at ways myself of working more closely with our judges here in the county and working with the defense attorneys and working with the DA closely to figure out ways of how do we come together. Let's not work against each other in silos, but let's come together and think about ways that we can really give people another chance. And I'm looking at, because of our staffing issues, we have a work furlough program that we had to shut down, and it was primarily shut down when COVID happened. But because of our staffing levels, we're really not able to maintain it at this point. So people that were sentenced to work furlough now have to go back, and a lot of them are having to do shorter amounts of time, but they have to be incarcerated the whole time. And what we're coming up against is people have jobs, and in that time, people have changed their lives around. And we have to look at ways of how do we expand the work furlough program, but then also our electronic monitoring, because we can do the same kind of work furlough with electronic monitoring. So instead of, especially when people have families or have children, why don't we just have them stay at home? And the technology has gotten really, really advanced. So now, say if somebody would have to have done weekends because they had simultaneously DUIs, now we can actually have them breathe into a mechanism while they're on video, and they can't give it to somebody else. It has to come from them. And so the technology has really been advanced. So we have other ways of looking at it, but we just need all our partners to come to a consensus on what will work for the county.
Do you want to see them repeal the Prop 47, do away with it? Would you tell them if you go to Sacramento?
Yeah, I would ask them to take a hard look at it and let's think about another way. I would say, let's look at another way. Maybe there's a better way. And I think with change and with time, we just have to look. When Prop 47 happened, we didn't have this retail theft. We didn't have, and when you think about it, we have these organized units, like these people now that are just, they go in and they just, you can't, it's such a shame. I just remember being a kid and being, my mom would take us down to Union Square, and I'd see all the stores and just people were just out, and it was so nice to be out there. And now you can't, everything's locked up and you can't go into the city. And the fentanyl issue is just, it's another issue, and they all go hand in hand. And I think that we have to look at it in a little different way. We still want to help people, but let's put some stricter reforms, because it's obviously not working. It's worked against us.